Teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Here is Splitter. Rebound Bogut.
And Curry not just a factor offensively with his scoring, of course, but driving, making plays for others. And I think the departure of Jarrett Jack really allowed Curry to take on a larger playmaking role. And he showed he was ready for that.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. About a minute played so far here in the first. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You talk about all of the gaudy numbers for Curry last season. Extremely impressive offensively. But there's one number he'd like to cut down on, and that's the turnovers. Second most in the league last season. And he'd be the first to tell you he knows he can do better, and I'm confident he will. The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Lee against Duncan. Lee kicks to Bogut. Parker with it. Leonard attacking. And there's Green on the assist from Leonard. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Thompson passes to Bogut with the fadeaway. And the Warriors miss again.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's Bogut following the score by Tony Parker. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Iguodala. No good. Great D that time from Duncan. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position, and rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Now here's Parker. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
From 13 feet, it goes down. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lee against Parker. To the left side wing. Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now here's Parker. Pass the Splitter. Duncan up on top. Leonard with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. They get it back. Splitter dishes to Green. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Green's got his second bucket.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
And he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Parker. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Bogut with the block. But they get it back. Scooped up.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Good on the shot. Thompson's got 5.
What a finish with that hoop.
Spurs leading by 3.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
Here's Mills. The Warriors making the shot. Snatched up. And the basket by Ginobili. Ginobili's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And Green gets it to go.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass him.
San Antonio leading. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Ginobili with the drive. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the night.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Patty Mills is one of the first indigenous Australians to play in the NBA. Trained at the same Australian Institute of Sport that helped develop Andrew Bogut. He played his college ball at St. Mary's in the Bay Area and has really developed into a nice backup point guard.
And Mills more of a scoring point, not a big assist man by any means, Steve, but he keeps his turnovers extremely low.
Yeah, great shooter with deep range, terrific speed and quickness. You know, he puts a lot of pressure on a defense.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Out to Duncan. Over to the left wing. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Rush. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for San Antonio. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Splitter is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Parker in at the point. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. It looks like he just lost his focus.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Splitter, that's good.
You know, for a long time, people would think about the Spurs as a slow-it-down team, but they've had an explosive offense the past few seasons.
Curry can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 3. Nobody near Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got 5 now.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Right side Leonard. And he gets the bucket. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. An incredible run. Thanks, Doris. Left side, Leonard. The 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Green. And San Antonio also making a switch. Green's checked in. And Curry, here we go. Here's Lee, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Splitter kicks to Parker. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Goes up off the inbound, and the layup is up and in. Parker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
Well, Kawhi Leonard last season, upping his scoring and rebounding rates. He shot over 50% from the field, which is excellent for a perimeter player.
That's good.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Parker against Curry. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
And Parker, here we go. Here's Green. Another one falls for San Antonio. And this may be the season, Steve. The Spurs look to put the ball in Kawhi's hands more, looking to transition him into a larger role offensively.
Well, listen, I mean, it takes a lot of energy to defend the other team's best player and to take on a big offensive role. But Kawhi Leonard's a physical specimen. I mean, this guy is so strong. I think there's a lot further that he can go offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if that develops here in the next couple of years.
It's Iguodala with the drive. San Antonio with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Diaw. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
Spurs leading by 9. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Kept alive. Here's Bogut, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
This seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Mills is checked in. It's stolen by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. That's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Iguodala. Rush comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But he's 100%. He's really a force in the middle.
And so he hits both. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
Diaw, the pass to Bellinelli. Green with the screen on Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. Mills has got 4 points this quarter. Warriors trail by 9. The pass to Bogut. Baseline jumper. San Antonio with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Here's Livingston. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Livingston's got his first basket. San Antonio leading by 9. Now Mills. He has 6. There's the pass to Bellinelli. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Rush. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rush has got 5 now.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And here's Mills. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Mills. 6 points for Tim Duncan. And so
Yes, Kevin, here with...
welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Golden State needs to do a better job guarding against Leonard.
He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Spurs leading by 11.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Splitter kicks to Duncan. And the call will be against David Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Spurs have done an amazing job, Clark, over the years surrounding Duncan with the right kind of talent.
And Tim Duncan has done a great job leading and making adjustments in his own game. They're a team with great scouting and development of their players. You talk to players who've been there. That's one of the things they rave about, Kevin, is they get the attention for their individual development. And all of their players were not lottery picks. Most of them were mid, late first-round picks, some second-round guys. And it's just another example of doing it.